and welcome to my channel. Hello there and welcome to my channel. My name is Lois. For those of you who don't know me, if it's your very first time, then very warm welcome to you. And for my returning subscribers, my G's, my day ones, my LWL crew, thank you for coming back and spend some time with your girl to see what I've got in store for you today. Now guys, I would like to say something before I get started. If you haven't clicked on subscribe, I would really appreciate it if you're able to do that. But first and foremost, I must say, thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. Guys, I am so appreciative of all of you who watch my videos, who take the time to, write a message. And one thing, guys, I will always try to respond. It may take me a little while. It might take you a little while. But I will always try to respond because you know why? I look at it that I'm not so lofty that I cannot reply. I will reply. It may take me a little time. And sometimes, guys, I may even miss a couple because sometimes I'm doing it on my phone and my phone is that small and my eyesight is... But it's not intentional, guys. But because I believe, the way I look at it is that if you've taken the time to write to me, I'm going to make sure I take that time to read it. And I will try my very best to reply. So that's why I love you guys. But love to extend the family. Love for those of you who are watching. If you think you're subscribed, I even had someone say to me the other day, "Oh, someone unsubscribed from you. I don't know why." So guys, just check your subscription. And yeah, it'd be great if we could just put our reach out there, kind of, make the algorithm see that you actually like the content. But anyway, let's get into it, guys. Now, today is a Q&A. Now, this Q&A, it's been requested. There's one particular lady who's been asking me for the longest time for a Q&A. I mean, quite a few of you have asked, but there's one particular, I'm not even going to name her. I'm not going to shame her and name her. We ain't doing that one here. But she's asked me over and over and over. So I understand, guys, if you're new to my channel or you haven't, been here for more than a year, then yeah, you wouldn't really know other than what I've seen, unless you've gone back and watched the very old Q&As. And even things could have changed, couldn't it? So yeah, so I thought I would do a Q&A for you today. And I've got a list of questions. I've written it down, guys, and we're going to work through the Q&A. Now, I will say off the bat straight away, I apologise. Tigger is not here. Tigger is not even on the shelf. My radiator, the shelf thing. Tigger, I've noticed that what it is, because it's got really chilly lately, we've put their little fur sort of like camp beds. They're like beds that's got like a roof, like little houses. We've put them all outside my bedroom where there's a radiator outside there. And the radiator comes on sort of higher in heat this time of day. And once it comes on in heat, they've got this regular thing every day. They will go up there and they will camp out in that bed. They're in that bed. Poor things, it's just so chilly. They will camp out in that bed and they love the heat, the radiator from the heat, the heat from the radiator. They camp out in it. So you ain't seen her for love nor money. The only way you're going to see her down here is if I plug in this additional radiator, which she loves to sit and put her face right in it. I don't know how she hasn't burnt her little nose, but anyway, that's not my business. So anyway, that's why she's not around. So anyway, guys, let's get into this Q&A. So you're going to have to bear with your girl because I've written on my phone, but my glasses are over there and yeah, I'm going to just try and work my way through it. So if I squint a little bit, I can't see it. Anyway, let's kick off with the first question. It says, I would like to know if you are going away on holiday this year. And if so, where are you going? And would you vlog it? So, in answer to that question, yes, I am going away this year. I'm going away to New York. And when I'm filming this, hopefully I should be in New York at that point. But I am going away to New York and Manhattan. It's my first time in the Big Apple. So that's where I'm going this year. I also would like to go on a cruise as well. Now, this is not going to be a big Mediterranean thing, guys. Even though my family members, they cruise all the time, and my auntie, who lives in Florida, is always cruising, and I hope to go there. But I said Auntie, let me test out cruising locally in the UK first for about 2 days. You've got things called like a tester cruise where you go for like 2 nights. So I'm hoping later on in the year to go on like a 2-night cruise, just a very, very mini one. Because guys, I don't know how me and the water and the seasick's gonna get on. So that's my 2 planned holidays this year. And let's see what happens after that. So yeah, that's my 2 planned holidays. Hope that helps. And would you vlog it? Oh, most definitely, guys. I would try my best to vlog it. Although, to be honest with you, sometimes you can't vlog everything because it's living in the moment. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you have to just put the camera down and kind of just live in the moment and enjoy the actual experience. So it's very hard to vlog something and actually be very, very present. So I will capture what I can, and yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll capture as much as I can. So number 2, guys. Right. Whereabouts do you live and where did you grow up? Was it in the Midlands, maybe? I don't know why. I don't know what made you think I'm from the Midlands. Maybe do I have an accent or something? I'm not sure, but or are Midlands nice people? Nicer people? I don't know. Because that's Londoners. We're not very nice, apparently. So yeah, I actually grew up in London. Yeah, I was born in East London and moved to the south part of London for majority of my life. So I'm born in London, born and bred in London. And what was the other part of the question? Where do you live and where did you grow up? Yeah, so I grew up in London. That's it. Grew up in London. And no, I'm not from the Midlands, guys. Although I do have family in the Midlands, but I'm not from the Midlands. I am strictly 100 London gal through and through. All right, Gov. So, next question. I'm interested in your career and how you have built it to where you are now. Oh my days. So my career, it's a bit of I've always been on the same path, but my career has changed slightly over the years. So I first started off in accounting. So I started off at the age of 19 in accounting. I was an accounts assistant. I then worked my way up working for the armed forces, and I worked my way up and eventually I became an accountant. I then went on to work for the banking institution, the Square Mile of London. So I worked there for many, 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 many years. And then I moved on to Transport for London. And I then became a senior manager in Transport for London doing their accounts. Eventually, I kind of got tired of the 9 to 5 rat race. I've been doing it for so many years in the Square Mile of the city. And I think what really pushed me over the edge of not working that type of role anymore is that accountancy and probably many other roles, every role's got their own demands. Yeah, it's got their own demands. But with accounting, once you start to hit tax year end and the new financial tax year, there was a real pressure on accountants. Now the pressure starts from January because you've got self-assessments that start in January. Then you're leading onto the actual corporate accounts and PAYE and stuff like that. That's where the pressure really kicked in for me because that's where I specialised in taxation. So it got pressurized, and every single year I remember, I think I've actually said this before in one of my Q&As, every single year I was ill at Christmas. Now, I used to always book off Christmas because what I would do, because I manage a team, I would always say to my team, you guys book whatever you want throughout the year. I wasn't bothered. My guys, take what you want and I'll work around you. So long as you guys give me Christmas. That's all I used to say to them. And August was always the highlight month that everybody wants to go off because of school holidays and different things. So I would always stay back and make sure that I worked those holidays. But I always wanted Christmas because I love Christmas. I love from the months of September onwards. That's your girl's time. My birthday time and Christmas rolls into it. So I love all that. Every year I would book off 2 weeks. So I'd work up to roughly about the 20th of each month, and then I would be off from, well, go back the 3rd of the next January. And I was always ill every year with chest infection. I thought, I can't keep doing this, because whether you're ill or not, when you're in a pressurized corporate environment, you're expected to return regardless. And I think that's most jobs now, that people are returning. I was on the train the other day and people were coughing and spluttering. I'm thinking, if you're ill, why are you not at home? But sometimes I think the way roles are, people, whether they want to be at home or not, they have no choice. It's a pressurized environment for them to return. Otherwise, they probably won't get paid. So people have to make that choice. It's a hard choice, but you want to maintain their jobs. But that made me think, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I want to just step out of it. I then took a break for a little while, and then I started to foster. I became a foster carer. So I did that for many years, but again, that's a whole different story and very pressurizing. And then after that, I decided to open my own company, work for myself. So that's where I am now, working for myself, and I work in property management now. So I have my own company doing property. So that's my role, guys. And the other part of the question that's probably tacked onto that, somebody said to me, "What's your real job?" Apart from YouTube, my real job, I have to say, and this is sticking up for YouTubers, I'm not sticking up for all YouTubers, but guys, those YouTubers that push out more than 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week, it is like a full-time job. I'm telling you that the YouTube is not necessarily such a easy, unless you've got nothing else happening for you and that's all you do, then maybe, yeah, it might be okay for you. But YouTube to me is like, it's almost like a job. It takes the hours of a job, because you have to prepare everything that you're doing. You have to make sure that you're not just chatting crap when you come online and speak to people. You have to make sure you show up as your most authentic self as well, not trying to be somebody else. If you're trying to be somebody else, you can't keep it up, can you? So you've got to show up as your most authentic self and make sure that, you know, especially if you want to keep some of parts of your life private and some you don't mind to expose, which I'm very much a private person, believe it or not. But it's all about, that takes a lot of preparation. If you're going to the shops to film, you have to film. You've got the possibility of being thrown out by security because they don't like people filming in the shops anymore. Or you're getting, guys, it's a lot. And then you've got the editing side, making the thumbnail, all those little things. They may seem little and you may watch it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That may have taken days to prepare just one video alone. So when somebody's asking me about YouTube's not a real job, guys, it actually is a real job. For many people, and for some people it's part-time, but a lot goes into it. Just want to clear that up, guys, because, you know, you're getting upset with all these questions. But anyway, I'm just speaking my truth. I'm just being honest with you. It is a lot to do. Right, so let's keep it going. Have you brought it to where you are now? So yeah, basically that's my career to where I am now. I hope I've answered the question in the way that you wanted me to. Next question: do you have a partner? Do I have a man? Do I have a hello? I don't have a partner. I don't have a man. Your girl is single, and not searching. Your girl is happy as Larry, taking my sweet time, doing what I want. I can roll it to the left in my bed. I can roll to the right. I can turn diagonal and roll it the way I want to roll. Except when Tigger tries to get on it, of course. But that's another story. But no, I don't have a partner. Next question. Do you stay in touch with your siblings and your parents? Yes, I do stay in touch with my siblings. I love my siblings. I stay in touch with them, brothers and sisters. And one brother. There's one boy, one spoiled boy, and the rest are sisters, girls. So I am, third in the lineage, and I do. In terms of my parents, now both my parents are deceased. My mother probably died a good more than 10 years ago. I think it's about 10, maybe more. Okay, it's about 10 years. Although I can't really say you just get over it. You don't just get over it. You just learn to live with it, but you don't necessarily get over it. Do you feel what I mean? My dad died a few years ago. I think he passed away just before I started my YouTube channel because we had to all, float. My dad lived in Florida, and he had a sort of funeral there, and then we had to fly his body to Jamaica, and that's where we went, and we laid him to rest, his final resting place in the family grounds in Jamaica. So yeah, he died a few years ago. So, but the thing is, if my parents were here today, I would be seeing them every week. My mum, I saw her all the time, she was like my everything. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, she was my everything. My dad, yeah, big cuddly teddy bear. Um, the ladies love my dad. He was that kind of, lovely guy. But yeah, my parents, if they were here today, I would still be seeing them all the time because that's how we were. We were a close family. We are a close family. Um, right. Sorry, guys. Next question. Hi, Lois. You mention your faith quite a lot. What is it, and what does it mean to you? Oh, wow. So, yes, I mention my faith a lot. And one thing, guys, sorry, guys, I should have got a tissue. Sorry, guys. One thing about my faith is that I do talk about it because I will not hide my faith. I will not. It is. And I've actually seen a couple of times, I'll be honest with you guys, I'll be straight with you. There's been times when I've actually mentioned my faith and I've lost subscribers. Yeah, I have. But at the end of the day, I am who I am and I'm Lois, and there's many YouTubers and there's a different YouTuber for everybody. Right? So if you're my tribe, my kind of, you're with your girl, then yeah, I'm a Christian and I do not hide the fact, and I will not hide the fact that I'm a Christian, and I will not dull my light or my shine for it. But I'm not also going to impose on to you. So I just hope that maybe my light might shine for you, but I'm not going to impose on you. So in terms of what does it mean to me? So I would say for me, it's not just a religion. It's actually a way of life, and it's deep rooted in love, faith, and service. So basically, my faith, it guides me to how I treat others, how I make decisions, and also what else can I say? It helps me to find peace in difficult times. Um, my faith really predominantly is about serving. Um, yeah, it's about serving, trying to reflect Christ's love through those acts of service and through my everyday decisions and actions. Um, sorry, guys. still, I should have got a mirror, shouldn't I? Sorted myself out. Should have sorted myself out. So, living with in my faith, it's about living with integrity, compassion, humility, whilst trusting God's plan for my life. That's kind of where my faith takes me, and that's how I see it. I hope I won't go on too much, but yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, so what I'm basically saying, so being a Christian, it's really about having a personal relationship with God through Jesus Christ. So yeah. Let's next question. How many children do you have? So I've got two girls, two girls, two grown girls, two grown ladies, women, two women. Although I have many children around me, many daughters, not necessarily born from me, but that's the kind of role I have where, I do have quite a few young ladies around me. You'll probably see me as mum, but yep, two daughters and three very pesky little cats. That's what I've got. Right. Hi Lois, will you be doing more recipe vlogs? Now, this is the thing, guys. I like cooking, but I didn't think that you guys would want to see me cooking. I just thought, cooking is just, something I enjoy doing. I do it as downtime, And sometimes when you pick up the camera, it becomes more of a thing, of more of a. So I didn't know you guys really like the cooking, although you guys have been asking for it over and over. And I just thought, oh, you just. But yes, I will be doing more. But I tend to cook, and that's the thing. You see, this is the thing, guys. I'll be honest with you, right? When you look around YouTube, you don't see a lot of lifestyle um, lifestyle YouTubers my age doing cooking and doing lifestyle. So I just thought it wasn't a done thing. And then in the end, I just thought, you know what? It's life with Lois, so you're going to see parts of my life. So I didn't incorporate too much Caribbean cooking, although it seems that you guys want to see it. So if you want to see it, your girl will oblige. But the thing is, guys, when I cook, I tend to rush in the kitchen. I'm getting on with stuff, or I've got it planned, and therefore it's not always possible to pick up the camera. But I will actually try to kind of fit it in and then get more cooking for you. Yeah. Somebody said quick meals. Caribbean meals ain't quick, guys. They ain't quick. Some are, so I can do your quick, like your corned beef and rice, that's quick, or your fried dumplings, that's kind of quick, or a lot of it's preparation. The always on the fire part is not quick. Depends what you cook. But anyway, yes, I will do more. That was a long answer. What countries have you visited, and do you have any hobbies? Guys, I've visited a few countries. I haven't really started traveling till more lately in life, sort of, or more later in life, should I say. Um, I think when you're younger, you're just too busy trying to raise a family, trying to make ends meet, trying to hold down a job. So I wasn't able to travel. I always said after the age of 40 is when I would retire and travel. Well, I didn't retire, but I wanted to travel more. And I traveled more after the age of 50, really. But I've been to Barbados. Oh, it was so hot. Barbados. Oh, it was so hot that when I breathe, or your breath will burn you. That's how hot it was. It was hot. So I've been Barbados, been Trinidad and Tobago. I've been to Germany with work, Belize, Ireland. Loved Ireland. I did. I loved Ireland. I'm gonna go back to Ireland one day. One day. I don't know. One day. Also, as you know, I'm going to New York, Jamaica. I've been Spain, different parts of Spain. I do love Spain. There's actually parts of Spain that remind me of Jamaica, especially up in the hills. Like, oh, really nice, really nice. Where else have I been? Oh, I can't remember, guys, but that's a few places I've been anyway. France, been France as well. Where else now? Do I have any hobbies? Right, guys. The problem about hobbies, I don't have hobbies per se, because I find that since last year, I actually realised that I work so much all the time that I didn't have time for my hobbies. So what I've tried to do from last year, I've tried to consciously slow things down. And this year I'll be slowing things down even more and doing more of my hobbies. So you're going to probably see more of my hobbies creep into my YouTube channel. And my hobbies are, I love cooking. I absolutely love cooking, especially meat. I like cooking a lot. I like baking from time to time, not always, but I do love doing a crumble. I love a crumble. I also like fashion. I love fashion. I love interior design. I like scents. I like candles. Those are my passions. And lately what I've started to get into is watching a nice movie. The other day I done a back-to-back marathon movie and I enjoyed it. And I like food. So I like food and movies. Guys, I do. That's my hobbies. So perhaps I can probably get into a bit more of that as the year goes on. Right. Hi Lois. I love all your videos and love candle of the day. Can I ask what you do with all the empty candle stroke jars and pots? Right, so what I do, guys, to be honest with you, I don't often get to a full candle being burnt down. I think I burnt down my third candle in my entire life the other day. And my determination is to burn down all my candles. But the ones I used to burn down, they're more like the Yankee Candle jars. And what I do with them, I actually clean them out at the end of it. and I put my wax tarts in there. So I'll wash them out, take the label off, and then I'll drop all the wax tarts. So if I bought like a bunch of pumpkin wax tarts, I'll drop them into that jar and put the lid on so it keeps it sealed. And then I'll have another set of wax tarts, as like all my Christmas wax tarts, if I haven't used them off during that season. And that's what I tend to do with them. I put wax tarts in them, and that way, because I like to keep everything together, do you know what I mean? So that's what I do with my empty jars of candles. Those are the ones that's got lids. If they're just little ordinary jars, I'll probably get them recycled, or if they are like a pretty jar, I'll wash them out and I'll reuse them as some sort of decor. So that's what I tend to do. Right, next question. And this is the last one, guys. Do your girls still see their dad? Have you always been confident? It's two questions. Do your girls still see their dad? Have you always been confident? Are you happy with yourself? And if not, what would you change? I just think you are an all-round nice person. So yeah, okay, so do the girls still see their dad? When have the girls not seen their dad? We are, funnily enough, people still think that we are together because we are such good friends. We are the best of friends. Like, we sit and we laugh and we joke and because I've known him since I was 17. Yeah, 17. So it's almost like somebody that's you can never imagine not being in your life. So we get on like a house on fire. We go shopping sometimes together. I'll just get out of the camera. I'm trying to film something. But yeah, the girls see him all the time. We are a very close-knit family. And that's one thing I believe in, the bond of family. Sometimes you don't always have to be together, but being a close-knit bond family is important to me. So yeah, we all see each other all the time. We're all up in each other's business all the time. So so the second part of the question is, have you always been confident? Now, what is confidence, guys? As a young girl, I was not confident at all because I was the plus size one. I was the one that couldn't get clothes to fit properly. I was the one who wasn't your typical beauty, because believe it or not, guys, in the black community there is colorism. Yeah, so I wasn't of the fair tone. I was of the mid-tone, darker tone, and so you had colorism. You had kind of different ways that people would look at you differently, and I felt like that knocked my confidence a lot, being plus size, because people didn't look at plus size people. There wasn't such thing as lycra clothes. There wasn't such thing as stretch. You had synthetic, and that was about it, or polyester, and there was just not enough for the plus size person. So you always felt like you were kind of bottom of the barrel. So my confidence wasn't always there. I think as life knocks you, you either get up, dust yourself off, and you keep going, or you kind of stay down. And I'm not a stay down kind of gal. I will get up, I will fight. And trust me, the fight is not always easy, but as you fight, your confidence becomes more and more and more. And there are days when even now I'll not necessarily feel confident, but sometimes you have to just go at it regardless, because if you don't do it for yourself, who's going to do it for you? Yeah, you have to be your greatest lover, your greatest supporter, and that is what I am. And there's days, guys, don't get me wrong. Don't just think as a YouTuber appears on camera, that's how they are. No, it's not. They have days where they're probably crying in their pillow, or they're having a down day, or they're having a rough day, or life is hitting them. They're getting battered. But on camera, you show up. You show up. So I would say my confidence is that faith gives me my confidence. My faith really taps into my confidence. And also as well, I just like to show up. I show up. And also, I think as things knock you, you make a decision. Do I either follow through for myself, or do I sit back? I don't sit back. I try to follow through. So I wouldn't say I've always been confident, but you get it as you go along. And I think also as well, when you get to a certain age, you realize that that thing didn't beat me, or that thing didn't kill me, or that thing didn't keep me down for long. I still rose. I still got up, because I am loved. I am the loved one. I am chosen. So therefore you get up. Yes, you get up. You get up with hope and faith and belief that you can keep going and striving. So that's kind of where I get my values from. Are you happy with yourself? If not, would you change? What would you change? guys, I'm happy with myself. What else can I be? You know, I'm not your slimsier girl. I'm not, you know, boobies are not up in the air going left, right, and centre. Guys, I am who I am. And I make the most of what God gave me. I'm making the most of what God gave me. It's like if you've got a pot in your kitchen and that pot's a bit, you know, you cooked on that pot, just shine it up. You use some Brillo pad on the pot, you shine it up and you buff it up and you make that pot look the best pot ever. That's you. Shine up what God gave you and work with what you have. And I ain't going to change anything. Yeah, there's things I'd like to do. Guys, I'd like to fix my teeth. I'm not going to lie about it. I would love to fix my teeth. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking maybe that might be something I'll do next year. I don't know. But there's always something. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. But I'm not going to allow that to stop me because I'd like to change something. I'm going to make it stop me from doing what I have to do. I'm not gonna. No, because the way I look at it is that I woke up every day, and if I woke up, that means I've got purpose. If I've got purpose, that means I've got something to do, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So, guys, that's my Q&A. Was it juicy enough for you guys? Was it preachy? I'm sorry if it came across preachy, but guys, you asked for a Q&A and your girl delivered. So guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Don't forget to click and subscribe, put on your notifications and thumbs up the video to show the algorithms that you enjoyed the Q&A. And I will see you on my very next one. Take care. See you later. Bye.